Hello everyone. Welcome to the sessions on the wireless communication. In this session, let us start with the angle of inclination here. Now, if you observe the diagram, here we are having the two planes here. This plane is the equatorial plane. This is the equatorial plane here. Now, this is the plane which is formed due to the orbit of the satellite. That is the plane of the satellite orbit here. This is the plane of the satellite orbit, and this is the equatorial plane here. This is the equatorial line. Now, this is the satellite is revolving in this orbit here. This is the orbit path here, satellite orbit path. Now, this is the, if the satellite is in this position, that is the shortest distance between the Earth and the satellite. It is called as the perigee. As indicated here, it is the perigee here. Now, this is the satellite orbit. Now, what is the angle of inclination? The angle of inclination is nothing but it is the angle between the two planes. That is, it is the angle between the equatorial plane and the plane of satellite orbit. These two planes. This angle is called as the angle of inclination here. Now, that is the angle of inclination. It is defined as the angle between the equatorial plane and the plane described by the satellite orbit here. If it is the 0-degree inclination, then those are called as the equatorial and orbits, and with the 90-degree inclination are referred to as the polar orbits here. If you observe the diagram once again here, if this is the angle is 0-degree, if the angle is 0-degree means this plane of satellite will overlaps on the equatorial plane here. Therefore, if it is 0-degree means it is the equatorial orbit here. The satellite orbit is equatorial orbit. And if this angle is 90-degree, means it is fully vertical here. Therefore, that is the polar orbit here. Shape of the orbit is the polar orbit. Therefore, this is the inclination angle here. Now, next is the angle of elevation here. What is the definition for the angle of elevation? Now, if you observe here, this is the Earth and this is the Earth station antenna. This is the Earth station antenna. Now, this is the satellite. This is the orbit of the satellite. Now, the angle of elevation is nothing but it is the angle between the line joining the Earth station antenna to the satellite. This is one line. The line joining the Earth station antenna to the satellite. And one more line is the tangent drawn to the Earth. This is the Earth here and this is the tangent here. The tangent drawn to the Earth. The angle between these two lines is called as the angle of elevation. That is, the angle of elevation is nothing but it is the angle between the line joining the Earth station antenna to the satellite and the tangent drawn to the Earth. This angle is called as the angle of elevation. That is, it is defined as the angle between the line joining the Earth station's antenna to the satellite and tangent drawn to the Earth. That is called as the angle of elevation. Now, satellite repeater here. What is the satellite repeater? Usually, this is used in the communication purpose here. Now, this is the communication satellite repeater. Here we are having the transmitting antenna or the transmission station here, and this is the receiving station. If both are not in the line of sight distance, then we will go for the through the satellite. We are making the connectivity here. Now, this frequency, the signal which we want to transmit, that is radiated towards the satellite, and the uplink frequency is 6 gigahertz, and the uplink frequency is 6 gigahertz. Now, that particular signal is received in the communication satellite repeater. This is processed, amplified, and again it is converted into the downlink frequency and re-radiated towards this receiving station here. Therefore, in this case, this satellite is acting as a repeater station. This is called as the satellite repeater. It is acting as a repeater station. Means whatever the signal it is receiving, it is processing that and converting into downlink frequency and retransmitting towards the receiving station here. Now, geostationary satellite. What is geostationary satellite? A geosynchronous orbit is, or the circular orbit, it is the above the equator. That is above the equator, the circular orbit at a distance of 3574784 kilometer. That is 35784 kilometer above the Earth's surface. At this height, the satellite orbit period is equal to time taken by the Earth to rotate once, that is 24 hours. Means what do you mean by this one? Here, if you take the satellite orbit as the circular orbit, and it is the above the equator line, equator orbit, the orbit should be above the equator orbit, and it should be the pattern should be the circular orbit here. Now in that circular orbit, if the distance, if you are maintaining 35784 kilometer above the Earth's surface, then what will happen? The satellite will take exactly 24 hours to complete one rotation. That is time as the Earth is taking to complete one revolution here. Both are matching. Now if the direction of the satellite motion is also, we will keep same as the Earth motion, then what will happen? The satellite appears almost stationary above one spot on Earth's surface. Means if you make the distance exactly 35784 kilometer above Earth's surface, circular orbit and above the equator, and also if you make the direction of the rotation also same as the Earth rotation, then it will be, it is also taking same 24 hours to complete one rotation, and Earth is also taking 24 hours to complete one revolution. Therefore, what will happen? Almost it will appear as a stationary from one spot here. These are called as the geostationary satellites. These satellites are called as the geostationary satellites here. Now, if you consider here, this is the low Earth orbit, this is the medium Earth orbit, and this is the geostationary satellite orbit here. This is the circular and the above equatorial here. These are the different orbits here. Now comparison these three between LEO, MEO and GEO here. The height of the LEO is here almost it is 500 to 1500 kilometer above the Earth. It is 5000 to 12,000 kilometer, and GEO is 36,000 kilometer above the Earth's surface. Now the orbital period, how much time it will take the low Earth orbit satellites? They will take 25 to 120 minutes to complete one rotation here. And the MEO will take 6 to 12 hours, but the GEO will take 24 hours. The type of the orbit is, it is the equatorial, and the MEO is the polar, and again it is the equatorial here, the orbit shape here. Next is the synchronization. Synchronization here is non-synchronous. It is also non-synchronous, but it is the geosynchronous, GEO, because it is synchronized with the Earth's rotation here. Next, availability over a particular Earth station. It is for the short period, it will be available, usually up to 10 minutes here. And the here MEO will longer period compared to the LEO here, and remains stationary only. This GEO will remain stationary. Gravitational pull is here for this maximum, because it will be very at the less height here from the Earth's surface. It is medium here, and it is a minimum because it is at the highest height here. Next, the propagation delay is, it is minimum. The propagation delay is minimum, and because it is at the lower height, and it is medium, and it is maximum here. And the power required for the transmission is a minimum. It requires less power. It is medium and the maximum. And the physical size of satellite is, it is minimum, small compared to MEO, and it is medium size. It is a maximum size satellites here. Cost is minimum here, and here it is medium, and it is the maximum. And the application where those are used here, that is usually the LEOs are used in the communication, navigation, surveillance, weather forecasting, remote sensing, and the scientific studies here. And MEOs are used in the communication and navigation, and GEO are used in the communication here. These are the applications of these satellites. Now this completes the sum of the definitions of the angles here: inclination angle, elevation angle, and what is the satellite repeater, and also the comparison between LEO, MEO, and GEO. Thank you.